Good morning, everybody. Angel, what's up? We're together since 10 o'clock, right? Early in kids' class. So we already said good morning. You know, I put Angel to a crazy workout today.
I loved it.
You loved it?
Yes.
Was it good?
It helps me lose weight. So I do it every week. Because it's hard. Because I work out, but then I go home and I started eating bad again. Started yesterday, and I'm trying my hardest not to. I had oatmeal for breakfast today. We're going to eat healthy.
It's a struggle, I know. It's a struggle. All right, guys. Good morning, Sean, Ryan. So Ryan, so you know, yesterday we had after the idea you gave us, I look into the dummies. I look on Amazon, and I found some good ones there. But it is the ones that you're gonna have to fill yourself. You know, it's doable. I've done it before with the bags, but it's a process. You know, but that was a great idea. So maybe we gotta be able to do that. Some places are waiting for the officials to let us know, you know, the guideline of what's going to happen, to non-essential business to open, you know, which is include us, but are we going to see what's the restrictions and everything? So that might be a good idea, you know, to do that. So that was pretty cool. Good idea. I appreciate it. Your dad got in the room and asked us to show Neon Belly for them on you. Only your dad.
I'll show Neon Belly on you.
That's awesome, Ryan. That's awesome, man. Brandon, what's up, man? Good morning. Got everybody in over here. I'm just waiting a few more minutes, guys, so can maybe somebody running a little late from the backyard. They can't get in front of the TV and, I don't know, in front of the iPad right away. So there might be a dog in his way or any other animal from the house that made them late for class. But anyways, I don't know why, but my knee hurts. I think it was for the workout that I did back then.
Oh, probably. Because if we were doing like what we did with the cones, back and forward, like.
Yeah, I think so. All right, guys. So we gotta get started from a position that sometimes people don't see. You know, the movements that is available there because of the angle when you attacking that position there. So okay. So I'm gonna get my opponent. It's on knees and elbows on the floor like this. So you are the one staying there, and I'm attacking on the side. Okay. So when I'm attacking on the side here, let's go over the little things that you're not supposed to do. Okay. Number one, this hand. Everybody, man. Everybody do this. They put their hand over here to try to grab the lapel. Okay. But if I do this, the person's gonna trap my arm. You don't have to roll me, but they're gonna trap my arm. My arm's trapped, and they're gonna roll me that way. Okay. So that's number one. When I'm attacking somebody here, let it go now. I am always with my hand on the shoulder, okay? My weight towards the hip, because if I stay here too high, the person's gonna roll over on this shoulder, okay? It's almost like you're gonna do a front roll, and then it's roll. Yes, okay? So they're gonna roll forward, but they're gonna bring me inside of the guard. So, which is, I can't stay like that. So every time I'm here, look. Hands on the shoulder, elbow squeezing the hip, okay? And the other hand ready to do some attack over here. So two things that I want to show you guys today. The first one, it's over here. The person is very defending really good. There's no space for me. So what I'm gonna try to do, this hand that is on the shoulder, okay, I gotta bring on this side over here, okay? But in order to do that, look, I gotta keep my weight on. I'm gonna switch and I keep my weight on. All I did is to create the space from here, my hip with her hip, to here. Okay, so now my weight is totally on her right now. Okay, so now this hand that was holding the shoulder is gonna spin around. Now I control this side as well. So I'm gonna go under the armpit and look for the lapel here. So now sit up. So this hand goes all the way inside here, okay? That's what I want to do. But now, when you grab this, don't go too deep because you're gonna need a little space for the second hand to go in, okay? So the person goes back to the elbow. So now I'm here. I'm controlling here. I got the hand there. So now, next move. This hand go behind the neck, so that's why you can't grab too deep there, okay? And once I put my 4 fingers in over here, okay, I'm gonna slide my hand to the side a little bit. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that. Look, the hand is on the side. I started from the back, but I slide the hand to the side and I grab the lapel. So once I feel this, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is my left knee is gonna go right inside, okay? And then I'm gonna sit down. So after I grab, am I grabbing your hair?
No.
No, okay. So look, from here, after this is nice and locked, okay? I'm gonna get my knee inside and I'm gonna sit down. So after I sit down, immediately I gotta bring this leg over so she won't jump over. And over here now, the second hand elbow goes in and she taps. All right? Better than your belly?
Better than you.
All right, so look. Once again, it might be a little hard for you guys to see any details here, but make sure you type it in there. Professor, what'd you put your hand, what'd you do with that? Ask me anything, okay? Huh?
Why can't you put the hand so deep in?
Because once you go so deep in that, you're not going to be able to get the second hand in.
Oh, okay.
Because it's too deep. It is too tight. Okay? So that's why. I'm showing all these moves over here on her, and then once we get back to the training, she's going to go to kids' class and she's going to be doing things that kids will be like, what is this? Right? Because I don't show this for many kids, maybe the teenagers.
I can't wait to be able to do like cage titans. I miss competing so much.
All right, so we're here. Remember, I cannot shift my weight forward. Not here. Okay? I'm always here, holding the shoulder. Then the person is very tight, trying to open the arms, but I can't. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to create my own space by putting my chest right in the middle of her back. And I'm going to hold under the armpit. Okay? Now, the hand that was on the shoulder, spin around, go under the armpit, and I'm going to go for that lapel in there. 4 fingers in, keep my weight on, keep holding over here. So now, when I know that I have to go get the second hand in, I push my hand up to give me some room to stick my fingers, behind. Then slide to the side and grab. So now I'm very secure here. Okay? So now what we're going to do, I'm going to push her up a little bit. I'm going to slide my knee in and I'm going to sit down. Okay? Now leg over so she won't. All right? So the second hand elbow goes towards her chest. And she taps. You want to try it with me?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Want to try? All right, let's see if you got it right, because you didn't see the position.
Okay. So here.
Yeah?
And over here.
No? It's going to be your right hand. Yeah. Go all the way in. 4 fingers. Yeah. Get this knee right in. Sit down. Dive your elbow. Oh man. That was trying to kill me? Go easy. Oh gosh. Stay there. Wow, that was tight. That's how I did it with you?
I don't know.
I did it. Do you like me? Yes. Come on, man. Go easy with Professor. I'm old. No. All right. So here, shoulder, elbow controlling the hip, weight towards the lower back. Right? Okay, good. So now I can't get my hand in here to do the clock choke. All right? So what I'm going to do, chest on her back. Okay? I create the space now. I'm controlling on this side. Okay? Now bring the arm under, grab in the lapel. In the process, keep your weight on top, guys. So after you grab the lapel with 4 fingers in, I'm gonna get my other 4 fingers with the other hand. Is that all right? Oh man, I don't want to grab your hair. Right? So grab behind and slide to the side. So once you slide to the side, all you need to do, get your knee in the middle, sit down, leg over. Sometimes your second hand is going to be too much towards the back of the neck. So slide the hand a little bit down, okay, and then bring the elbow. Look, I'm over here, I'm bringing this elbow. I'm bringing the elbow towards her chest over here, look. Boom. Okay, and this hand, I'm always turning the car on at the same time. Okay? So I don't know if you guys are able to understand from there the position really well, but I'm doing my best to show you guys how it is done. But if you have any question on, if you're not seeing anything, just type it in there. So far I didn't see anything here. Hold on. All right. So far I didn't see anything here. Let me know, okay, if you have any question about the situation over here, okay? I'm going to show one more time, so I'll give you guys time to make the questions, and then I'm going to move on to the second one. All right? Okay. So here, weight towards the hip, hands on the shoulder, okay, controlling. I can't go, they're too much close over here. Back, my chest on her back. I create the space. Control the armpit or the shoulder over here on the other side. Then swing my hand around under the armpit. Keep the weight on. 4 fingers in. Okay? So 4 fingers in. Then 4 fingers behind. Slide to the side. Out. Bring your knee in. Hand over. All right, so let me see, Sean. A way that I like to set it up over here, I'm always putting the weight on that person, okay? If I'm here, I'm creating the space angle. Hold my weight over there, okay? It's going to be a little hard. So I'm always trying to, look, making the person think that I'm going to trap this, to throw them. No, let me throw it. To do this to them, okay? But I just want them to react to this. So once I'm there, they're busy, I spin the hand around and I go for that. Okay, once the first hand is in, over here it's pretty quick, guys. So once my first hand in there, and it's gonna be my second hand, okay? It's gonna be easier to get in because she's not concentrating, she can't use her hands to defend the second hand. The only problem, it's already so simple to get in there, the first hand. And the second hand here, she's not going to be able to stop me from doing this. Okay? Boom. All right? So the only thing that she might be able to do here to anticipate, okay, to anticipate this, it's to roll. But the way she's going to roll, she's going to dump her hip to the right side on the floor, then she's gonna roll that way. So it let it go, but she has to have a good timing. My phone's under you. Okay, so that's the way I like to set up over there. Pressure on to make sure the person is unable to do a front roll. Because look, if Angel's on my side here, go now. Okay, and she's not putting any weight on me. She's just trying to get around. So I'm gonna wait for her to spin the hand behind me, okay, to get under. Go back. So I wait. As soon as I feel that, she's gonna lose the pressure. So what I'm gonna do, look, I'm gonna bring her inside of my guard. Okay? So that's what the person can anticipate, so you won't get that hand, the 4 fingers on a lapel. Okay, so let me. So here, now, when Angel is actually putting the weight, stay on your toes, Angel. Make sure you put in the weight. So now, when she put in the weight over here, it's going to be hard for me to do this, because sometimes I need, actually to do this, I need to have my hip all the way up. But since her weight is on me all the time, so look what's going to happen. I'm going to try to roll over here, and I'm going to end up here. Look, side control. Okay, if I'm not able to roll my hip high, I need to roll. I need to do that roll when my hip, and make sure my hip is going high. Okay, but if I don't do it, she's gonna get on side control. All right. Get to the Angel. Okay. So other situation here. Okay. That it's very common for me, and at least that I like to do. So when I'm attacking here, boom, and I'm not safe about going around to do this choke. Okay. So I keep my hands on the shoulder. All right. There's a lot of people, they're gonna try to, move the person over here, because as soon as I start moving, they're gonna have to post a hand on the floor. Okay, they want to try to get the balance. So especially on this case here, I'm gonna pull her towards this way, okay, and then she's gonna have to post the left hand. All right. So look, so I'm here, boom, she posts a hand, so it's open. All right, it's open over here. So what I can do, I can use the outside leg for that to trap. So once I trap, so now I go under the armpit and I hold the wrist. So now look, I'm controlling this arm and I'm controlling the arm. All right, so my next goal here is to do a front roll, okay? And attack her on a crucifix. But before I do that, look what I can do. Hand, go under, grab the lapel, and I put it on here. I put on the choke. Oh, but this is not, I'm only going to use one hand, so I'm trapping both of our hands, okay? So if you want to get one hand in on the lapel there, looks like I'm going for the clock choke. So the next, what I'm going to do, my head goes behind her head, and then I put the choke on. So this is the first attack that you're going to do after you're trying to do a roll, okay? So if I'm here, I'm going to try to roll this way, from here, and I'm here, okay? So I'm attacking her sideways. I can go for the lapel. Okay, or I can go all the way through and grab her shoulder. So now my head goes behind, and then I squeeze. Okay, after I do the roll. John, what's up, man? Good morning. Don't worry, you can always rewatch the beginning. All right? We're talking about you, so I'm going to force you to watch it. I'm not going to tell you what it was. I think it was Sean. Sean was talking something about you. Put you on the bus, Sean. So here, okay? So look, I'm going to control the shoulder. Now I'm doing this, look, because I want a reaction from her. So if I pull too far here, she's going to post her hand. Okay? She can stay on the elbow. She's going to post her hand. So I'm going to take the opportunity to go over and trap. Okay? Next, under the armpit, grab her wrist and pull it back. Now look, she has nothing. Hand goes in, lapel, put my head next to her head and put it on. If this doesn't work for you guys, okay? So next step here is to roll. 1, 2, 3, boom. So now don't stay flat, sideways. Now look, you can use the lapel in. So look, you can go thumb in, use the lapel, or just slide under, all the way to the shoulder. Put your head against her head. I'm still holding this over here, look. Trapping there, the arm, and I'm trapping this other arm. So here, grab the shoulder, head behind her head, and squeeze. Look, she stepped with a finger. Look. All right? I'm just kidding, Sean. John, he didn't say anything about you. I was just playing around. Okay? So now, the question is, what about if the person, when I'm trying to move here, the person is pretty good and not opening the arm? How are we going to attack that? All right, so the way I like to attack that, it's a little bit different now. I want back, okay, my weight on the hip. Now, I'm gonna grab the wrist, okay? So once I grab the wrist, I'm pulling the arm this way. It's almost like I'm doing Americana on her, because she's not gonna put any resistance until she sees that's really going. And that's all I need. So from here, as soon as I start pulling, I post my foot, kick, and now it's trapped. The bottom leg. Okay? So if you can't bring the person to post their hand out, okay? So you can bring the outside leg hook in there. But this, it's perfect. And then we always go back to the same thing, look. And we can do the same stuff. But it's just one little detail that is always, guys, things that we are missing, you know? Things like that, you can't let it go blank. You gotta pay attention to those little details, especially in this one. There's a lot of people, they get into the position, I couldn't get the first time. Man, try something different. Bait the person to move to where you need them to be. Simple like that, you know what I mean? So over here, I'm controlling the shoulder. I go back to the weight, to the hip, because I don't want them rolling over the left shoulder and replace the guard. Okay, so I'm heavy here. Now, wrist control, and as soon as I pull the arm to the side, okay, as soon as I pull the arm to the side, I step, okay, I step my foot away. Then I'm gonna kick this leg straight through and hook the arm. So look how simple it is. So I'm here, pull, kick, and it is trapped. Okay? So now, trapping like this, the only problem that we might have, if we need to do a roll here, okay, it is the ability of them to escape. All right? So I'm going to go over this tomorrow with you guys. I'm not going to show it today. All right? But as soon as we do this, right away, I need to turn and lock. Okay? Then we go for the choke. Okay? So little details, guys, that you guys can't miss. This should be a note, you know, on your book there, so you can kind of do it. You want one of them, Alex? Alex. So I don't know if you guys have any question on this thing, on those positions that we show, but it's very doable. I don't know if you guys notice, it's nothing crazy. I keep it simple, I keep it basic, but making sure all the details matter, because it does. If you forget one step, that's all you needed. You did all the hard work, but the one little step that you should remember the most, you're gonna lose everything. All the hard work is go down the drain, you know, so it's a waste. So you gotta always think in that way. If I'm working for this position, I shouldn't give it up quick. You know, I should always secure the position. And by your mistakes, hopefully you're gonna be concentrated to keep adjusting your game. Because if you let it go every time, if you boom, you're not trying to figure it out what the mistakes you are making, you're not going to progress, guys. You're not going to go forward with this, you know. And it's unfortunate, because the way we had to learn, at least for me, when I was doing jiu-jitsu, when I was a blue belt, that's when you actually lapidating your game. You would try to understand how your game is going to be by making the mistakes all the time, you know, and try to correct them as you go. So for me, living with my parents, had no work at the time, you know, or if I did have work, it was towards the weekend sometimes, you know, to work. Anyways, to do some work, but I had the free week all the time to do jiu-jitsu. So I used to do morning class, okay? I used to be the dummy for my instructors, to do privates, and do the afternoon class, or train with a private, you know, and then a night class. So I was training probably 2-3 times a day. You know, I had no worries. I had nothing. I had no bill to pay. But now it's different. For us over here, we have this as a hobby. So it takes a little bit longer for us to develop our game, our defense, and stuff like that. So sometimes people get frustrated. Oh man, I'm not doing this right. You know what it is? It's not your fault, but it's lack of training. The more you do, the more chance that you're going to be facing the position that you're having a hard time. The more time you're in there, more chances you have to fix it. You know what I mean? So it's basic, it's simple stuff. So don't frustrate yourself because of that, because you're taking jiu-jitsu as a hobby. You know, back in the day I was doing competition, I was competing every other weekend. I was traveling state to state in Brazil, you know, to go compete. You know, one of those days I'm gonna sit down with you guys and tell the stories about those tournaments. You guys are gonna be like, I should actually do a podcast on it, because it's so interesting. You know, riding to go tournaments, take a bus from my state, go to Rio to compete, not knowing how I was gonna drive back, not knowing where I'm gonna stay, sleeping in gyms on mats and stuff like that. Driving back in, you know, hitchhiking trucks on the road. Oh, it's crazy, you know. But it was all worth it. It was all worth it. I would never change the way it was happening for nothing. You know what I mean? But and that's how sometimes people get frustrated and they kind of give up on the position. No, guys, be persistent. Don't give up soon. You know, at some point you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna be able to do the move. You're going to be able to create the opportunity by making the mistakes. And there's no other way. Nobody was born with the knowledge that we're acquiring now with jiu-jitsu. You know, I had to go through everything you guys going through right now. I had to go through, but mine, it was a little bit faster because I was training much more. I was young. I was 16. I was training much more, you know, so I had more chances to create the opportunities. So that was it, you know. But for you, try to do this right now. Unless if you were, you know, a person that has the time, has the youth, you know, you're young enough to keep going 3 times a day, recover quick. It's not the same case for us. You know, I'm 41. Some of you guys are older than me, and I am so happy that you guys are doing this. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes, guys. So one of those days we're gonna do a podcast about, you know, this. That would be fun. You know, so we're gonna remember some of those stories. You know, but hopefully you guys understood, you know, the situations that we did today here. If not, you can always go back and check the video, and we always going to be on our channel there, so you guys can always take a look at it. All right, just make sure you write down the day the position was that was interesting for you guys, and then you guys can do that. All right, guys. So I really appreciate you guys being here one more day. You know, we'll be back tomorrow, and I want to go over our defense from there. So Angel, I'm gonna actually have to teach you. See if I do it to you. I think I'm gonna hurt you. Because I'm too heavy. So I'm teaching you after. Okay. So, and that's exactly what we're gonna do tomorrow. All right. So I already have the game plan for tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will be able to get in there. All right. Be welcome, everybody. It was nice seeing you guys again. Angel, thank you. All right, so see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Miss you all. See ya.